Hello everyone and welcome back. This time we will be discussing the other half of our video, which is the 10 don'ts o yung mga sampung hindi nyo dapat gawin during your final research defense, and this is specifically for researchers. So let's dive in with the first one. Do not read everything on your slides. Huwag ninyong babasahin to the point na hindi na kayo nakatingin sa inyong mga panel at hindi nyo na sila hinaharap dahil nakatalikod na kayo sa kanila habang binabasa ninyo yung mga nasa slide presentation ninyo. So it's as simple as that. Do not read everything on your slide. Make sure that you are familiar with the content of your slide so you can avoid this. Okay, slides should be visual guides. Parang mga cue cards lang ninyo ang inyong mga slide because the panel already has a copy of your manuscript. So there is no need to read your slides, the text located or placed in your slide verbatim. Ibig sabihin, word per word. So this is not a script na dapat yung basahin habang kayo ay nagpe-present. Again, in order to avoid this, you need to be well versed and familiarize yourself with the content of your manuscript. Kailangan alam ninyo kung ano yung laman. Para pag nakita nyo yung guide ninyo sa inyong slide, alam na ninyo kung ano yung mga gusto nyong sabihin, gusto nyong ipaliwanag, gusto nyong expound kapag nakita nyo yung mga keywords na nandun sa inyong slide. Do not turn your back on your panel to read what is in your slide. Lalong-lalo na huwag niyong tatalikuran o huwag kayong tatalikod sa panel ninyo para lang basahin kung ano ang nasa slide ninyo. So that's our first don't. Do not read everything on your slide. Number two, do not argue with your panelists. Do not argue with the panelists. So your panelists are there to help you, to guide you, to give recommendations, to improve your manuscript. Hindi nyo kailangan makipagtalo sa inyong panelist. All you need to do is to understand. Intindihin niyo kung ano yung itinatanong nila sa inyo para masagot nyo ng maayos at intindihin ninyo kung ano yung mga suggestions nila, recommendations nila. So defend your work respectfully, with courtesy, with respect to your panelists. Avoid sounding defensive when you answer or lalong-lalo na disrespectful. Wag ninyong tatangkain na itaas ang boses ninyo, na magsalita na parang wala na kayong respeto doon sa mga panel ninyo. That would be a big no during your final research defense. So, in order to do this or in order to avoid this, you need to practice. You need to practice. So, when you are familiar with what you are saying, there is a little possibility na ma-stress kayo kung ano yung mga dapat yung isagot because you can readily recall kung ano yung mga kailangan ninyong sabihin, and therefore minimize minimize the possibility na magkaroon ng tension or magkaroon kayo ng stress when answering the questions of the panelists, leading to yung lack of respect sa inyong mga panel. Actually, nag-a-arise yan kapag natetense kayo, kinakabahan kayo, or yung emotion ninyo, nagagalit na kayo, na-frustrate kayo because you cannot clearly express your side sa inyong mga panel. So you need to practice in order to avoid this. Number three, do not memorize word for word, verbatim, or in toto. Meaning, even if you do not look at your slide presentation, but when you discuss this to your panel, it is obvious that you memorize your answer. Hindi yung reference ha. When you cite references, you can present it word for word. But if you present your answer and then it is obvious sa inyong mga panel na it is the one that is printed in your manuscript and you just memorized it, without understanding, without comprehension, without giving the relevance of your answer to current situations, malalaman nila yon kasi masyado kayong mechanical and walang logic, walang comprehension, and walang practical application yung mga sagot ninyo. You would be able to you will not be able to explain it properly. So that is the disadvantage when you memorize your manuscript word for word. Kailangan merong comprehension. So, under this, understand your content. Understanding is yung comprehension part. Understand your content over memorizing can make you sound unnatural. Yan yung sinasabi ko, mechanical and cold under pressure. So since you only have, meron lang kayo is yung na-memorize ninyo, you depend on that. And then when you are asked to explain without using what is in the manuscript, doon na nagkakaroon ng problema. Hindi niyo na maipaliwanag. So do not memorize. Try to understand instead of memorizing. Do not memorize. Try to understand. So that is the only way that you can avoid yung memorization ng word for word. Kasi kapag naiintindihan ninyo yung laman ng manuscript ninyo, if you explain that, even without using the word for word that is located in the manuscript, it will still come out the same without memorizing. Kasi nandun yung understanding. Number 4, do not arrive late or unprepared during your final research defense. Again, do not ever attempt to arrive late or unprepared during your final research defense. So, arriving unready or unprepared shows your lack of professionalism. So, kapag ipinapakita nyo na wala kayong professionalism, it is also a way of uh, saying that you do not respect the event and the panelists. So check your technical equipments, your laptop, your projector, the connection of the laptop and compatibility of the laptop doon sa projector. Those are the common technical issues that researchers and presenters have encountered during final research defense presentation. And another is the attire, and you have to arrive on time. Check your attire. So there is a dress code that will be prescribed. Ibig sabihin, sasabihan kayo ahead of time if kailangan naka-business attire kayo, casual, or just use long sleeves, short sleeves, polo, all of that will be given to you ahead of time. So, since hindi naman kayo binigla, sinabing the next day pa lang yung defense ninyo tapos sinabing kailangan naka-formal kayo, that would be unreasonable. So, there will be enough time for you to prepare. Therefore, you are expected to comply. So, binigyan kayo ng oras, ng sapat ng panahon para makapag-prepare para doon sa mga technical equipments ninyo, sa printing ng documents ninyo, para sa dress code. So, meaning, when the time comes, you should be there. Not during the time, but before the time of the start of your final research defense. Okay? Arrive ahead of time. Do not be on time, but come ahead of time. Arrive ahead of time. Okay? So this is what we mean by number 4. We are now on number 5. Let us just adjust our screen so we can view number 5 to number 10. Do not use jargon excessively. Jargons are technical words that are not common to your panelists. So make sure, in order to avoid this, if you really need to use these jargons, you need to indicate them, you need to include them in your manuscript under the definition of terms. So use language appropriate to your audience. If your audience does not understand these technical terms, you can explain it to them when you encounter or use the term, so that when you use that term again, they do not need to go through your manuscript and try to look up for the definition of the term. So again, when you use the term for the first time, you try to give the definition to your panel so that your panel can readily understand the term para maintindihan na kagad nila at hindi na nila kailangan bumalik doon sa manuscript ninyo para tignan ko ano yung definition ng term. And explain technical terms when needed. So this is what I mentioned earlier. When you use the term, immediately present the definition so that when you encounter that term again during your discussion, the panel will readily know the definition, especially if you plan to keep on using that term. You already have an idea kung gagamitin nyo yun paulit-ulit. Kaya kapag ganon, bigyan na ninyo ng heads up yung inyong panel, remind them that this term means blank, 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 and so on. Okay? Number 6, do not panic over unexpected questions. Do not panic over unexpected questions. Definitely, there will be questions that you have not practiced before the final research defense, and you should be prepared for those questions. How? We are going to go back to the basic advice that I gave you, that you need to be familiar with the content of your manuscript. Be familiar with the content of your manuscript so that whatever question that will be given to you during the defense, you would be able to answer it with flying colors. So kapag alam ninyo yung ins and outs ng inyong research paper, kahit na anong tanong ang ibigay sa inyo, kayang-kaya ninyong sagutin. Ulitin natin, kapag ang familiarization ninyo ay yun lamang memorization ng word per word, walang comprehension yun. So that is not enough. You need comprehension doon sa laman ng inyong research paper. So stay composed, you relax, you breathe. That is important. Breathing is part of your research that you need to incorporate. Kailangan isama ninyo yon. Lalong-lalo na kapag nakakaramdam kayo na lumalakas na, bumibilis yung pintig ng puso nyo, try breathing exercises so that your mind gets enough oxygen, and if that is the case, mas makakapag-isip kayo ng malinaw. Ask for clarificatory questions or ask for clarifications para ask for paraphrasing of the questions. Can you paraphrase your question, sir? Tapos, or can you clarify your question? Baka kapag sinabi niyo yung can you clarify your question, sila na magpa-paraphrase. If needed, and answer as best as you can based on what you understand. Yun nga ang mahirap. Answering the best you can is dependent on your comprehension doon sa manuscript. Kung hindi nyo naiintindihan yung laman ng manuscript ninyo, malamang hindi best yung magiging sagot ninyo. That is why it is important that you understand the content of your research paper. Number 7, do not skip key sections. Do not skip key sections. Make sure your presentation covers all essential parts. Usually, itong part na ito are already prescribed and given before the start of the final defense. So, ang ipipresent nyo, sasabihin sa inyo, bibigyan kayo ng instruction, ang laman lang ng presentation nyo ay yung cover page, yung title, introduction, 5 RRL o 3 references, and then yung summary findings, conclusion, recommendation. That's just an example. Okay? If that is the prescribed parts or sections, kailangan ipe-present nyo lahat with consideration doon sa time limit. Okay, so you need to consider the key sections and make sure this coincides with the time limit given to you during your presentation. So ulitin natin, make sure your presentation covers all essential parts. Example is introduction, methodology, results, and conclusion. If this is not the case at meron pang idinagdag, then make sure everything is included in your presentation. Number 8, do not overlook visual aids. Visual aids is very important, especially if you are using slide presentations. Whatever application or program you are using, whether it's Canva or PowerPoint, the layout, the format, the colors of your presentation, the size of the font, are all important. They all play a vital role in your presentation. So do not take them for granted. Do not overlook visual aids. Visual aids lang yan, madali lang yan. There are instances na the slide presentation background is dark and the color of the text is also dark. And then the panelists are already at their prime age. Yung iba papunta ng senior, nahihirapan ng makita, ang liliit ng text, tapos ano pa, hindi pa maganda yung contrast niya doon sa background. You are going to have a hard time getting the ano of the panel. Okay? So make sure this area under visual aids are not overlooked and not taken for granted. So poor quality slides, cluttered, masyado ng marami, unreadable text dahil masyadong maliliit, napakaraming images na ginagamit na hindi naman relevant doon sa slide. You have to remove them. Hindi lang minimize, remove them if they are not relevant. Usually, other schools may template yan. If you do not have templates that is given by the school, then wag ninyong tagtarin na napakaraming images na hindi naman kailangan para lang gumanda kasi nakaka-distract din yan. This can distract, ito yung sinasabi natin, or confuse your audience or your panelists. So again, this is number 8, do not overlook visual aids. Number 9, do not disregard ethical concerns. Do not disregard ethical concerns. So again, do not take for granted ethical concerns. Be transparent how you handled consent, confidentiality, and data accuracy. So if you were able to implement all the measures, lahat ng mga kailangang gawin para maprotektahan ang inyong respondents, para hindi mapahiya ang institution kung saan ninyo ginawa or kinondak ang inyong research, then by all means, you present all of those, ikwento ninyo sa inyong panel. And then kapag kayo ay nasa proseso ng pagko-conduct pa lang ng research, wag ninyong papabayaan na hindi ninyo magawa itong measures na sinasabi ninyo. Halimbawa, sinabi ninyo na prenotektahan nyo yung privacy, data privacy ng mga respondents ninyo. Pero nalaman na meron pala kayong kinuha na cellphone number or FB account ng isang respondents ninyo at nakipagkaibigan kayo dahil may interest kayo doon sa respondents ninyo. That's a violation of ethical standards. So, hindi dapat yon. So, be transparent, ikwento ninyo kung papaano nyo ginawa, in-implement yung mga ethical measures habang kinokonduct ninyo ang inyong research. Ikwento nyo lang ito sa inyong mga panel. Number 10. Do not forget to back up your files. Number 10, do not forget to back up your files. So maraming mga nagde-defend ang kanilang research na they take for granted yung files nila and they do not create backup files. So they only depend on one copy of their research manuscript. And then ang nagiging common na dahilan na kapag time na ng defense is na-corrupt, na-virus, na-delete yung kanilang file. We always ask, what happened to your backup file? There will always be unexpected situations na hindi nyo inaasahan, madidelete yan, masisira yan, may time na hindi nyo alam kung saan napunta, kailangan may backup files. When we were conducting our own research, hindi lang isa ang backup namin. We have a backup for the backup. So meron kaming tatlong files, yung original file, yung backup file, at yung backup ng backup. So you have to make sure that you secure a copy, updated copy of your manuscript by creating backup files. Always bring a USB. Hindi naman pwedeng palaging laptop. Hindi naman pwedeng palaging yung desktop, lalo na kung desktop yan. Yung iba naman kasi walang laptop. So, bring your USB where your file is located, your research manuscript is saved. Email copy, i-email niyo para kapag nag-fail yung USB, hindi siya mabasa, kaya nyong i-download sa email ninyo. It's always there. I-access nyo na lang yung email ninyo. Or you can use your cloud as a backup of your cloud para ma-save nyo yung backup ng presentation ninyo. So these are alternatives that you can use para secured yung manuscript ninyo at walang dahilan na hindi matuloy o hindi kayo makapag-defend ng inyong final research defense. So with this, I would like to thank everyone again for listening to our video discussion. I hope you were able to take key ideas that you can use in preparing for your final defense. So maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. Para doon sa mga bago, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Dr. Ed Padama, and click the like and share button so that other students can also benefit from our discussion. If you have any questions, lagay nyo lang po dyan sa comment section nitong video, and I'll try to make or create a separate video for that so we can answer and discuss your question. Maraming salamat po, and I will see you on our next video. Bye!